When we selected our 2014 BizTimes Woman Executive of the Year, our first choice was Nan Gardetto. We wanted to salute her as the owner and CEO of Baptista's Bakery. Prior to Baptista's, Nan worked at her family's business, Gardetto's, which the family then sold in 1999 to General Mills. But this award goes beyond her corporate impact. Nan, who is a resident of Mequon, has been active in the community with Blood Center Research Foundation, the MMAC Board, the Boys and Girls Club Board, the Greater Milwaukee Committee, the Governor's Export Strategy Commission, Second Harvest of Wisconsin, and St. Anne Center. An impactful life indeed. Nan's sphere of influence is entering a new chapter. A few days after we named her BizTimes Woman Executive of the Year, she announced that she had signed a letter of intent to sell Baptista's for $195 million. She tells me she will take those proceeds and use them to create the Everyday Good Foundation. She hasn't had a chance to figure out exactly what the mission of that organization will be, but you gotta love the sound of it, and with Nan at the helm, I'm sure it will be impactful. So please welcome our 2014 Woman Executive of the Year, Nan Gardetto.
Good morning, everyone. I can't tell you how surprised I was to learn that I'd been chosen for this award. It truly is an honor and one of the brightest moments of my career. Thank you, Milwaukee Business Times, for recognizing me. There are many women I know, many of them in the audience today, who have worked so hard, accomplished, and contributed so much to our community that could be standing up here as well. So please know that I'm very grateful, and I am having a bit of a hard time believing I deserve this. It has been a real privilege to be part of the Milwaukee and Franklin business communities for 39 years now. I've been fortunate in that I've never really looked at my work as work. I was always simply going to the bakery, where I got to collaborate and create with a wonderful team of dedicated and talented colleagues, a few of them which are here with me today in support, and I've always considered them a part of my family. It's because of them and the love and support of my friends, my family, who's right at the table in front of me, my partner Richard, and our kids, that I feel so blessed today and so filled with gratitude. I share this award with them because any success that I've had has been the result of a collaborative effort. So I've been asked to say just a few words today about leadership and the lessons I've learned in my career. And so as I was thinking about what might be worthy of being shared, I asked myself, what do I believe is true, and what would I want to be remembered for? Well, here's what came to me. And actually, my father, who passed away a few years ago, he must be shining down on me because this is what came into my mind, his words. There were two things he used to say to me growing up. One was, take care of the people, Nan, and the business will take care of itself. I've always remembered that. And secondly, the second thing he used to say to me was as a result of me always complaining about the fact that in the marketplace at Gardetto's, we were always competing with the giants of the consumer packaged good industries. So Frito-Lay, General Mills, Keebler, Nabisco, these folks had enormous resources. And so in the competitive set, we were always number 2. And one day he said to me, remember, Nan, it's the second mouse that gets the cheese. So that has served me well. It gave me a new way to hold it. Thanks, Dad. So On to my own beliefs now. First of all, what I'd like to share with you is that I believe attitude is everything. That we can't always choose what life throws at us, but we can choose our attitude toward it. And that anything worthwhile is going to cost time, pain, and money. I believe that there are no mistakes in life, rather choices and consequences. It's much easier for us to take action in our lives if we hold that we aren't right or wrong. I believe that one of the greatest gifts that we can give ourselves is grace. Grace is allowing ourselves to be a beginner and giving up the notion of perfection. Beginners are always learning, and they're humble, and they're vulnerable. And when we are around beginners, we speak authentically to them because we've given them permission to be human. I believe that adversity has been my greatest teacher and a catalyst for positive change. In 1987, my father's brain aneurysm ended up being the catalyst for the birth of our snack mix called Gardetto's. The point is that time and time again, life has shown me that good can come from what appears to be negative if you're willing and open to seeing it as a possibility. Early on, I began to realize leadership is not about what we say. It's about what we do, how we do it, and how people feel when they're around us doing it. True leaders help others exceed their expectations of themselves by motivating and inspiring them to be courageous and to move beyond their limitations. Extraordinary leaders are humble and compassionate. They are willing to look within and realize that their purpose is to serve, not to be served. So I encourage you, as you lead your teams, your companies, your lives, to accept it all that life brings you, the good, the bad, the challenges, and the joy. They are all teachers. Realize that you are right where you are supposed to be, that everything in your life is being given to you for a purpose. It's just that the purpose may not yet be revealed. I believe that each of us has the power to create and recreate their life. Every day we get a fresh opportunity to do so, but we must live with intention. We must let go of regret over our past choices and feel empowered to make better choices moving forward. That's how we create a life that simply takes our breath away. That's how we stop living in the world that's been created for us and create the one we deserve. I'm 54 years old now, and I think it's safe to say that I probably have more years behind me than ahead of me. And that's a pretty sobering thought. I have no time to waste. In this next phase of my life, I'm going to move forward trying my very best to live with purpose, seeking fulfillment by giving and receiving from a place of love. For only then will I have a chance to feel that my very presence, not my achievements, have made a positive difference for someone else and therefore in the world. My desire now is to learn how to create something more than success. I want to create a life of significance. And so I am a beginner. One more time. Thank you.